Hello friends. So you have seen now passives. Be passive. You remember be passive. Be passive. That is the 90% of cases you have got be passive. That means to be plus past participle. That is be passive. We said no. Yes, like for example, the painter, our painter, the painter painted the house. So the painter painted the house. So then the house is painted. The painter painted the house. So the house was past tense. The house was painted by the painter. So this is what we call the be passive. Then we have another passive, that is get passive. That is get passive. Get. So when the subject is affected, we say when subject is affected, he got injured. Right. He got injured. He got injured. So this is passive because we are using this passive because the subject is affected by this. Injury is to the subject. Isn't it? We have seen these things in detail, but I am just recalling this for your, just brushing up your memory. Okay. Then you have got the being passive. What is being passive? Parents love being respected. Parents love being or like. So love, instead of love we can like. Yes. The parents like being respected. Like. Parents like being respected. So being respected is the being passive. And then we saw another passive. So get being and have. So have plus past participle, all is past participle. See? Plus past participle. Here also be plus past participle or year. Yes, here we have mother got the clothes washed. Mother got the clothes washed. That is, you can change it to mother had have plus past participle. Mother had the clothes washed. Yes. Mother had the clothes washed. Sorry. Parents had the house painted, like that. Mother had the clothes washed. Somebody washed it. Okay. So now we saw the regular passive, but we can say that is about be plus past participle, get plus past participle. That is when the subject is affected, and then you have got being plus past participle. I like being respected. I like being loved. I like being honored. You like being recognized, isn't it? You like being rewarded. Like a number of sentences. Then mother had the clothes washed. Yes. Then you had the composition done by somebody, like that. So you have got such examples. Okay. Now we have got some passive openings. See, just as you have got cricket. You have cricket, when you are watching cricket, there is an opener, no? Opener of the cricket team, no? Like that, there are some passive openings. For example, some sentences like this say, people say that he is honest. Now here we require he is honest, you cannot convert into passive. So if you get a sentence like this, change into passive, then you can use this passive opening. You can say, it is said that he is honest. So that it is said. Many things like that, you know. You say that people say, or you say like a sentence, it is true that the sun rises in the east. And you can say, it is known. You can say, it is known that the sun rises in the east. Understand? These are special cases. Don't worry much about that. Or in this case here, you can also say, he is said to be honest. He is said to be honest. See that? He is said to. So this part is the passive part. The remaining part, he is said to be honest. You see. Or you can say, people say that old man is 102 years old. And this passive is usually used by reporters. Journalistic writing. So it is known, it is reported, it is heard. Yes. It is heard that the minister has resigned. So that it is heard that they have declared a war. Yes. Because people say that, it is heard that, it is known that, it is said that. See? Like, and also this one, he is said to be honest. He is said to be 102 years old. He is said to be whatever you want to say, you can say. He is said to be 100 years, he is said to be whatever, he is said to be clever. See, our class leader is said to be clever. Yes or no? She is said to be a great dancer. You can say. So many words you can use like this now. For example, you can say thought, believed, reported. It is thought that, you can say, it is thought that he will become a great man. So that it is thought that people say that he will become a great man. It is thought that he will become a great man. Understand? People say that he is a great man. He is said to be a great man. We can say like that, right? And then you have what is called other supposed to. Of course, that has a different meaning. Suppose somebody says, "Be here till morning." Then we can say you have got a sentence like this: "Be here," or "Remain here." Remain here till morning. So in the evening, you are asked, remain here till morning. Then you can say, you are supposed to remain here. You are supposed to. You are supposed to remain. To remain here. The train is supposed to arrive at the job. There is some kind of compulsion there. The train is supposed to. According to the schedule, the train is supposed to come at the 4:30. But when will the train come? Yes. Is supposed to is very common. We will be using that. You are supposed to come tomorrow. You are supposed to bring your notebook tomorrow to me. Understand? It's the kind of what is a passive command, you can say. Isn't it? You are supposed to do it. Yes. Next week we have Labor Week, so you are supposed to come with your tools. The school cannot provide all the tools to all of you. Not possible. So you are supposed to do it. Understand? You are supposed to arrive at, you are supposed to be present in the class exactly at 8:30. Not every day, but for the special class. Do you get that? Yes. So you are supposed to is a very common expression. It is said, he is said to be a great man, he is said to be honest. The company is not always the company is expected to make profit. The company is, he is said to. The company is expected to. The company is said to. The company is expected to make profit next year. The company is expected to make profit. The company is said to be growing, isn't it? The company is said to be progressing, you can say. You are said to be progressing. People say that all the students in this class, they are progressing. So you can say like this, you are said to be progressing. Yes. It is said that you are progressing. He is said to be progressing. They are said to be progressing. Understand? They are said to be getting worse. That is also possible. Yes. And now you are supposed to. So very often we say like that. You are supposed to come tomorrow. You are supposed to eat at 2 o'clock. You are supposed to bring your books. You are supposed to play compulsory games from 4 to 5. You are supposed to. It's a kind of. Listen. Then you have got sentences like this. Prepare yourself. Prepare for the worst. You have a sentence like this. What is the passive? What is the passive? Be prepared for the worst. Be prepared. Past tense of the past participle of this word. Main verb here. Prepared. Be prepared for the worst. Be prepared for the worst. Understand? Or again, sir. No one told me. Another sentence. This special sentences. No one told me. So what is the passive? No one told me. I was not told. I was not told. No one told me. I was not told. Understand? Then you have got what is called advertise the post. Advertise the post. Then let the post be advertised. Let the post be advertised. Advertised. Let the post be advertised. Understand? So you have another sentence. You cannot deny. You cannot deny that. You cannot deny that. So what is the passive? You cannot deny that. It cannot be. It cannot be. It cannot be denied. You will please take these special sentences, passives, because otherwise sometimes you may get prepare for the best, be prepared for the best. No one told me, I was not told. Advertise the post, let the post be advertised. You cannot deny that, it cannot be denied. Like that, see? Then he said, you must understand. You must understand. You must understand. Means, what is the passive? It must be understood. It must be understood. Understand? Past participle and be. It should be understood. Understand? We hope that. We hope that. It is hoped that. It is hoped that. We hope that it will happen. It is hoped that it is same. Like it is said, it is expected, it is believed. You can say like that. It is said, instead of it is said, it is expected, it is believed, it is understood, it is thought, it is hoped. Lots of things you can see, isn't it? It is said. And then you have got open the door. Very often you will find it in this question papers. Open the door. These are commands. Let the door be opened. Let the door be opened. So I am not cleaning the board because some time is required for you to write this down. That's it. Yes. Then you have got what is called. So these are special cases. Special, but the basic passivization is here. So you have got be and past participle. To be past participle. To be past participle. Let the post be advertised. So that to be past participle. You cannot deny that. It cannot be denied. So yes. Or sometimes Sometimes you get a sentence like this: do it, do it. Then what is the passive? Do it. That's command. Then you can use another passive opening is you are requested. You are requested to do it. That's the passive. You are requested to do it. Do it. Get out. You are requested to go out. That is passive. Passive means, you cannot say, you are requested to get out. You are requested to go out. So these are special cases. Passive openings. Here it is said, it is known, you can have, instead of said, you can have lots of things like this. It is known. It is thought. It is believed. It is understood. It is expected. It is expected. It is believed. It is thought. It is known. It is understood. Understand? Like that. It is known that the sun rises in the east. It is thought that you will not pass. It is believed that people will attend the classes tomorrow. It is understood that you bring all your notebooks in the class. It is or writing material says. It is expected that you behave properly. Then you have got the said. He is said to be 102 years old. He is said to be honest. He is said to be clever. He is said to be nice. He is said to be okay. He is said to be healthy. He is said to be. But if that will be, the active will be something like that. People say that he is very healthy. So he is said to be healthy. Understand? And here also people say that there is going to be a heavy rain. It is said that there is going to be a heavy rain. So when people say such kind of things, it is not definite. Then you can say it is known, it is said, it is understood, it is expected, it is reported. It's very important. It is reported. Very often you will find, if you read the Hindu newspaper, you will find this expression. It is reported that the Prime Minister will visit Kerala on such and such. It is reported. So that's one way of escaping from your responsibility also. It is reported. As somebody this morning comes to the class and it is reported that you are dead. See, he is present in the class. That is it. It is reported that you will be absent tomorrow. It is reported. Who says that we don't know? But it is true that, you can say. It is true that. It is known that. It is suspected that. The other one is he is said to be. He is said to be okay. He is said to be fine. He is said to be doing well. He is said to be doing well. He is said to be progressing. You ask about the illness of a person. No, he is said to be progressing. The doctors say that he is progressing. So he is said to be progressing. Yes. You need not say doctors said and things like that. He is said to be. Then the other one is supposed to. You are supposed to be there. Okay. Then there are some special cases like this. Prepare for the worst. That's a kind of, what you must say, kind of exhortation, asking you, get ready. That's the thing. So prepare one, be prepared for the worst. No one told me, I was not told. Otherwise, how will you work? If you don't know this, no one told me, I was. No one not told. Okay. Advertise the post. You advertise the post, you can say. The post be advertised. The post be advertised. You can say, but this is the form, usually. Let the post be advertised. You cannot deny that. Deny it. Cannot be. Models we know, just add be. Can be, cannot be, could not be, could be, would be, should be, maybe, might be. That's all those. Yes. So it cannot be denied. You must understand. It must be understood. It must be understood. We hope that. It is hoped that. It is hoped that. It is said that. What is it? Open the door. Let the door be opened. Do it. You are requested to do it. Open the door. Also you can write a passive. You are requested to open the door. If it is a command or order, you can an opening, a passive opening would be you are requested. That would be a general consensus. We can say. You can write like that. Say, open the door. Close the windows. You are requested to close the window. Let the windows be closed. That's also possible. And then it becomes again an order. Let the moon. That is, let the means what does that mean? Let the means I command you that you should open or close the door. Windows. Yes. Is that clear? I think that with this we can come to the end of our passive discussion. Again, I have put it in the in between. 5 and 6 is something that I had a break. Yes, a break. So that you can play with, in between you can play with many types of passives. Listen, like you play with boards. No? Yes. So juggling with boards, so you can juggling with passives. That's why I gave 5 and 6. Passive 5 and 6. We have got about 12 or 13 lessons now. 12 lessons, I think. So if you want to get an understanding of the passivization in English language, you must go through all these what do you call the parts, part 1, part 2, up to that. Now remember another one point, in between you must understand one thing which I think I forgot to tell you. Only transitive verbs can be passivized. Only transitive verbs can be changed into passive. Intransitive verbs you cannot. For example, transitive verb we have already seen, a verb that can take an object. When you say the cow eats grass, the cow eats what? The cow eats grass. Grass is the object. So you can bring it at the subject position, grass, to be past participle. Grass is eaten by the cow. We can say like that. But if you say the cow runs away, you cannot you cannot change it in passive. Runs what? No answer. Runs whom? No answer. So you cannot change it. Only transitive verbs can be changed into passive. Intransitive verbs you cannot. Understand? Sometimes it happens, you have happened. Yes, that's also a question that you read. So you have I think now that is clear to you. What is? Also I have told you about ditransitive verbs. Ditransitive verb means you have got two objects. So verbs, just a side remark you can say. Transitive verb, transitive. Transitive means have an object. Have an object. Or yes, intransitive is opposite. Intransitive means no object. It cannot take an object. For example, here eat is an example. Here run, jump, walk. These are what? He walked along the street. Not passive is not. See the difference. There's the cow eats grass. The cow walks along the street. See here, you can ask now, this is intransitive. If you ask this question, the cow eats what? Grass, objects. The cow walks what? Listen, again we have got another one. The principal gave to a present. So here we have got two objects. Gave what? A person. To whom? To. So when you have got two objects like this, I told you, always it is better to start with the personal object. So the passive will be Tom was given, was because this is past person, Tom was given a person by the principal. Understand? But you have got another diagram. The baker baked a cake for us. So here this is in the indirect object. The second object is we call indirect object. So four objects. Four objects or we call dative. Dative, that's the word. I think I have already told you this. Dative. Dative means indirect object. In this, the dative cannot be moved. Here you have moved the dative because the principal gave a present to Tom. Since you have written Tom here, you gave to Tom a present, that is, they look stupid now. So the principal gave a present to Tom. To Tom is, okay, you will change the position and then you will see. The principal gave a present to Tom. So this is to dative. To Tom, sorry. To Tom. But this is 4 and this is 2. So when you have got 2, this is a di-transitive verb. Give. It's a di, and bake also is a di-transitive verb. We can see di-transitive. Yes. Di means 2. Di-transitive. When you have got a 2 dative, indirect object is, this is direct object and this is, in this case, this is direct object, this is direct object. For short we say DO. DO. And indirect IO. And indirect object has another name called dative. Dative. The place of dative. Indirect object, that's all. So here what happens is, here you can move this dative to the subject position. You can say, Tom was given a person by the principal. Or you can also write a person was given. It's okay. But preferred is personal objects in this case. But in this case, don't move for dative. If you move for dative, there will be a monstrous sentence. The sentence will be a monstrous one, Like for example, an aberration, so to say. Suppose you write like, we are baked, it will be, we are baked. We are baked a cake by. So this cannot be. For indirect object or for indirect object after 4 or the dative after 4 cannot be moved to the front of the sentence. Understand? So you have to say like this: a cake was baked for us by etc. Understand? So dative movement in passive is very important, because when the dative is with 4, you should not move it. If you move, you will get a monstrous sentence or an aberration. Did you get that? So these are some general remarks about the, yes. So transitive verb means you just got an object. If 2 objects, you call it intransitive verb. When you have 2 objects, you call the first object direct object and second is indirect object, isn't it? And intransitive verb means no object at all, like walk, run. And intransitive verbs you cannot change into passive. Understand? Yes. I think now that is almost clear to you. No problems for your transitive. So the whole is a package. Passive is a package. So about 12 lessons. So all these 12 lessons you must go through to get a full, means a complete understanding of passivization in English. Understand? Passive is very important for our day-to-day use. I hope that you enjoyed my classes on passivization. If you have enjoyed it, then you should ask your friends also to watch these videos and ask them to subscribe, free of cost. Listen, there's no cost of paying anything. It's free of cost. If it is useful to you, okay, you do it, right? In that case, I think that you will be you will you will be benefited by. If you think that you are benefited by these classes, then you should subscribe and also tell your friends to subscribe. Right? Till then.